Hello, this is the Mrs Thatcher poem. It's a poem about Mrs Thatcher. Maggie won the popular vote in 1979. She promised to unite the people and get rid of the socialist swine. She began with her monetarism, the consensus trend she bucked. It worked out quite well for London, but the North was royally damaged. Thatcher hit out at inflation and unions and welfare and gays and teachers and nurses and doctors. Her ranting could go on for days. The Tories also made cuts to taxes. The top rate of tax slashed by half. Indirect tax picked up the burden. The rich guys were having a laugh. The Red Tops, they loved our Maggie. The Iron Lady was such a success, fighting the war against consensus, helping rich guys who owned the press. Thatcher defeated inflation. The 14-point drop was a perk, but collapse in demand was a high price, with millions of Brits out of work. All was not good in the cities. Unemployment was rife. Where to earn? The rioting started in Brixton, then it was Toxteth that started to burn. She might have lost the election. Many people were feeling bereft, but her opponents had fallen to pieces, and Labour had swung to the left. Then there was war in the Falklands, a deadly but quick little fight. Maggie had smashed up the Argies. Britain was showing her might. With her landslide victory she felt worthy to push through her radical plans. She kicked out the One Nation Tories. Ministers were Thatcherite fans. She sold off the family silver. Shareholding is good was her pitch. Most people quickly dealt the profit, dividends in the hands of the rich. Next she sold off the houses in which councils had once housed the poor. She used the cash to fund tax breaks, but then didn't build homes anymore. The economy improved even further. Deregulation was greeted with glee. Was Thatcherism finally working, or was it all paid for by the North Sea? Maggie also hit out at the miners, smashing Scargill in his year-long strike. Communities fell by the wayside, but they could always just get on a bike. She got on real well with the Yankees. Ronald Reagan became her good friend. Whether arming jihadis or a nuclear war, Mag and Ron would stay strong to the end. Despite winning a third term in office, Maggie's time was about nearly done. The Tories began to turn on her, as with her they couldn't have won. The poll tax was a nail in her coffin. All souls paying the same was her view. But this seemed unfair to most everyone. Only Maggie did not have a clue. She was slipping away from the masses, beating down her lackeys with force. A division on Europe led Howe to resign. The party said, "Go, on your horse." So Thatcher's time in the saddle was over. Some said Britain would never be the same. To some she was our greatest leader, but many folks still feel the pain. Thank you.